What's good, everybody? I'm Justin Miller, owner of Legends of Athletics. I got 9 years of sports performance industry experience under the belt, and I have my BS in kinesiology, which is saying something, but I've been in this game for a long time, a lot of trial and error. So I'm a little late with this video, but better late than never. So a lot of you guys are in fall camp right now, or you're in the swing of practicing, getting ready to go into your preseason, and you may be experiencing cramping. Cramping is something that I used to hate when I played sports. I was one that would take naps. I was bad about getting them when I went to sleep. I would take naps, and like in the middle of my sleep, I would get like a Charlie horse that'll wake me up and cut that nap a little short and cut it short and be painful as well. And so I wanted to make this video for y'all that may be experiencing cramping, because this is something like back in the day. I know they always told us to hydrate, but they didn't necessarily tell us like what to hydrate with, how to do it, why we were even experiencing cramping and things like that. So to get into this really quick, I'm sorry about that. 3 reasons that you may be experiencing cramping. One is dehydration, so you're not getting enough water intake, and so therefore that's causing you to cramp. Number 2 would be low carb. You don't have enough carbs running through your system, so you don't have enough fuel. You don't have enough fuel for those muscles. They're going to naturally cramp. We want to have steak and not beef jerky looking muscles. And then number 3, you don't have enough electrolytes running through your body. Whenever we sweat, there is a lot of sodium that comes out of us, that comes in the form of salt, things like that. And then we have some potassium that comes out of us as well. The sodium is going to be more important than the potassium side of things, but we want to make sure that we are hydrated and we're getting those electrolytes. I'm sorry about that. I hope that didn't affect the sound. So the solutions to these problems are: make sure that you stay hydrated. Muscles are made up of 60% of water. And so we want to make sure that we got plenty of water going through those muscles, especially you all that take creatine and things like that. Me personally, as a trainer, if I have a day where I have to be outside a lot in a day, I make sure I'm getting at least 3 to 4 bottles in at minimum throughout the day, just to make sure I'm hydrated. And I want to tell you guys this: hydration happens over time. It's a larger window and not a small window that people try to make this. So whenever they tell you to hydrate, if you drink 4 bottles of water a day, that's 32 ounces. You cannot go from 32 to 64 ounces overnight. You will become waterlogged, which will make you sluggish, give you headaches, give you some brain fog, things like that. So make sure that when you're upping your water intake, which should have been done like a month or 2 ago, that you gradually do that throughout the season and not just one fell swoop overnight, and then you in turn have your athletic performance negatively impacted because of that. So I wanted to make sure I gave y'all that point. Aim for as many carbs as possible. I'm not going to give you guys a number as far as like hit this number of grams throughout the day, because most of y'all ain't tracking what you eat anyway. But I will say, make sure that you get a lot of carbs. You do have slow burning carbs and you got fast burning carbs. That just breaks down to simple versus complex. I'm not going to talk to you guys in scientific, real sciencey, because y'all don't care. Y'all just need the solution and the answers. So with that, with complex carbs, we're looking at like our oatmeals. We're looking at brown sugars. I mean, not brown rice, not brown sugars. We're looking at oatmeal, brown sugars, things like that, which are complex carbs. You can Google this stuff. And then you got your simple. Those things, just to break it down, one's going to burn fast, one's going to burn slow. If you want something simple, think about like Rice Krispies and cereal and things like that. Real sugary, real quick, burn fast, and you're going to be right back hungry in like an hour or 2. But those things will juice you up real quick. That's why some people eat candy before games and during games and things like that. That's simple carbs that restore those glycogen stores real quick, and you'll get right back to it. But you got to remember, as fast as you get them, they burn just as fast, so they're not going to stay there long. And for the electrolytes, I told y'all about the sodium versus potassium briefly. Make sure that you drink a good sports drink. I preferably like Powerade. I feel like it's tried and true. I also like, from an ingredient standpoint, what it holds. I'm not one of those that's like super earthy. So I know some people may say, oh, well, you can't pronounce, don't drink what you can't pronounce. Well, some of the stuff that we can't pronounce is actually not bad for us. It's just your vocabulary is small. So if you go by that metric alone, there's a lot of stuff in this world you just won't eat or drink. But anyway, make sure y'all get a good sports drink. Prime is good. I don't have a problem with it personally. It's more potassium than it is sodium replenishment. But again, that's on the sports drink side. I'm not talking about the energy drink. I know they got their own thing going on right now. but that is not what I'm discussing. And so I would say something like Powerade. Gatorade is good. Gatorade is very, only thing I say with Gatorade, you gotta watch out for it, is very sugary. So though it is giving you, it's because it's so sugary, though it's giving you the electrolytes, but that sugar still may dry you out as well. And so the way that I would compound that is, for every 2 bottles of water, you get you a sports drink, and so forth and so on. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay active. Make sure you stay focused. And until next time, if you like the content, don't forget to like and subscribe and be legendary. Thank you.